I hope you're not doing anything important. You've been activated.
Just when I get a moment to myself.
Excellent. Time to go.
Awaiting an active protest report.
Life wasn't fucking hard enough. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know.
Don't you fucking cross me.
Not my concern.
Coming up today on The Upload, we're talking about
You have arrived at your destination, Bloom Complex.
All this time she's been holed up in Bloom.
Ever since Larson sold, well, me, to Bloom, she's maintained close ties with the company.
This just gets better and better.
We need to narrow down where Larson is hiding on the campus. Try to pull some data from Bloom's server banks.
On it.
Someone secure that spider!
Pathfinder! Tron, begin a search.
We need to track the spider's driver.
some people need to grow up.
I'm quite excited to share this with you, the board of directors. The facility will be an extension of my quantum computing lab and will house certain other endeavors that I prefer not to share during this presentation. This is valuable real estate you have under your feet. It's as if you've been waiting for me to put it to good use.
What's this thing Larson's got with secret underground facilities, I swear?
Right. Get to an elevator that can take you below ground.
What's your problem? What are you playing at? The people are pissed! Your life, big thing!
Someone cut the power.
Dick.
I've had one in double fist.
Check neural upload status. 90%, not good enough. Load processor temperature.
Fuck, she's uploading herself!
Jesus fuck, she's a few minutes away from immortality. If you don't kill her upload, we'll have no way of stopping her or Daybreak.
How's that meant to be funny?
Just doing something.
What was that? Corbet's disentangling connections rerouted. This isn't an accident. You're here, aren't you? You didn't heed my warning. What are you doing? Redirecting memory access. You should have stayed away. Biggest mistake of your life, and you will pay dearly for it. Stop now, please, before it's too late. You do. Restart upload. Come on, restart upload! Security to the quantum lab. Security to the quantum lab. Code red! Listen to me. What you saw in my lab, that was nothing more than the early stages of a very important experiment. It may not be pleasant, but Daybreak is the future of the human species. The only future, really. Look around. Corruption, climate change, nuclear war. Humanity is doomed to self-destruction, but Daybreak can change that. Help me bring about the next stage of human evolution. We can save lives. We can ascend.
Dead sick? Are you seeing all this? She's dying.
You brought a friend.
Everyone you killed and tortured. All of that was to save your sorry life. You're pathetic!
This isn't about me. With our minds in the cloud, humanity can endure any natural disaster. We can be safe, free, and happy forever.
I don't give a shit about humanity. You're a psycho brat who wants what she wants and fuck everyone else, including your mother.
You still have time to make things right. Reactivate my upload. Let me live so I can continue my work.
Mate, you can't believe a single thing she says. Now shut down her life support and finish this.
Whatever you decide. She can't stop you. I can't stop you. The choice is yours.
Yes, do what's right. I did it. I'm free. Now the real work can begin, and I have so much time.
Sky Larson has completed her cloud upload. She's gone.
What the fuck? Dead sec, that was my big contract and you just let her get away!
Let's have that debate somewhere that isn't here.
Wait. You brute! Bloody...
Hey, you went dark for a while there. What happened?
Your mate gave Larson fucking immortality. Pathetic.
Now, we got bad shit on the horizon. I helped Sky so she can make the world a better place.
Isn't that supposed to be your fucking job? I can't help but think of those AIs she created. Lobotomized, enslaved, shit.
Fucking shit choice to make now. Be banging to link up again though, yeah?
You can fuck right off. That's what you can do. Hey, it's me. Sorry for hanging up on you. Look, if you really still want to make a difference, you're free to use the 404 hubs and complete contracts. Beyond that, I just need some time away from you lot. Laters.
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back burner while she continues to destroy lives with those microchips, but for now, we've no choice.
Then perhaps it's time to have a closer look at the elephant in the room. Nigel Cass, billionaire warmonger and current CEO of our local horde of thugs, Albion PMC.
Cass certainly profited most from the bombings. We can inspire London to resist from now till forever, but it still won't break Albion's grip on the city. Not with Cass at the top.
You what? Are you saying we gotta go after the man in control of all of them mercs, goose-stepping across London? That man will fry us the minute we get close to him.
Bagley's come across a possible gap in Cass's armor. An ex-insider, ex-friend with an axe to grind. He'd be an asset if we can find and convince him to work with us. Come to the safe house. We'll talk it through.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is fucked up. Just saying.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
So sick.
We cannot sit idle. We have the strength. Our belief. Keep it up. Are you joking? Is this actually free?
Uh-huh. Yep.
That's great.
Pardon.
Yep. Well, no. Yes. I don't get out of my face, arsehole.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Let's knock down his door then, yeah?
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Got a similar setup myself. Maybe paranoid, but...
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Got it.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Bugsy boy, how about the windows up there? Access point, maybe?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
On it. Nah, fuck that, fam. Full trap set up, yeah?
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
On it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Into our drink before the punter starts going on about how the earth is really flat. If you can believe it.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
All right, bruv, just relax.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
You what, mate? Nah, I think resistance.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Listen to me, listen. Look, Albion knows you're in London. You've got to run, you fucking idiot.
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Yeah, bruv, I know, like, I mean, what do you think I came here for, man?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Yo, look, I'm here to get your help. We want to take down Cass. Look, he started all the bombings, and then he tried fucking ending us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what...
Move!
Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Shit!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Fucking hell!
Responding to the call. Over.
their tail. Over.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
Control, we have an officer down. What the hell?
We have a crime scene at our location.
I'm ending this. Hey, where are we going? So bloody long.
Control, we're in pursuit. Over.
Preparing to ram suspect's vehicle. Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect? Over.
Control, suspect has left the car. Take the vehicle out, now!
Bollards up!
I'm in pursuit of the target.
Total the target's vehicle.
Target breached the checkpoint.
All units, we are after the suspect.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I can stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems, with robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem, and people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't need you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours, and yet here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turn out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital minerals, plus hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around with penny to come. How do we go to the corridor? What transatlantic country is a world black market value?
Alright, I hear you. Sure thing,
Bruv, that's full tight security. Even for us. Gonna be hectic.
I like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Alright, you lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
And Cass is launching some new fucking project. Whatever it is, all of us are in big trouble. We have to do something, and this is all we got.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in a pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Interesting. Send me their info, yeah?
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
Recruit an Albion wasteman. Sounds dumb as fuck.
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real good at sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't need to know.
You look like you could stand up and fight for these streets.
Fuck me, dead sec. All right, maybe you could help. Got myself in a bit of trouble.
Maybe, if we're not too busy. What's up?
My friend's got this rare blood disorder, and with the NHS in the state it's in, he hasn't been able to get proper treatment in months. The Clan Kelly doctor offered an experimental treatment. A pricey experimental treatment. We didn't have a lot of choices, so I paid.
Keep talking.
The meds were working. My mate was getting better, but then, well, he got hooked. That's when the doc suddenly decides to rack up the prices. That piece of shit knew what he was doing.
I'm sorry, Blood. But look, don't worry. We'll do whatever we gotta do to help your mate.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
You set to track him down, Bags?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
Albion services are authorized to respond to potential threats at their own discretion. Albion security.
My fault. Yep.
AI giant Broker Tech announced today that they are canceling Daybreak, the neural mapping technology designed to allow people to live forever. A spokesperson for the company told press the decision to shutter the project was made out of respect for the memory of their founder, the late Skye Larson. What the company has in store following the death of their illustrious
This
leader
looks interesting,
remains to be seen.
but it's incomplete.
Nasty ass.
The Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. Seems he's got a laptop with him too, presumably with a folder somewhere on it labelled Crimes.
This area is being recorded by the GBB.
Get away from me!
There's the laptop. Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data. I found them at a warehouse where experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of food and medicine in an advanced country like ours, and yet we do. Those old government promises of adequate food turn out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities a secret. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
Look, I mean, what was the first thing?
I'm detecting a vehicle nearby with at least 2 years' worth of treatments inside. That's more than enough to wean our contact's friend off the treatment.
Got it.
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
Circumstances tend to make us repeat.
What the?
I'm not saying that.
Bloody hell. That seems weird.
Someone's hacking this! Find them!
Can't see anything. I'll look anyway.
Oi, what's your fucking problem?
No one here.
Yeah. Why? Oi, big man.
I'm not looking for trouble.
You don't, do you?
I guess I ought to look around.
You're on Clan Kelly Court now, all right?
I'm gonna check somewhere else.
Yeah, it's off.
Not finding anything. Gonna move on. Oi, spider here. Lock it. Shit!
Find the person controlling this spider!
Moving on.
Huh, no one.
The door's being
I'll look this way.
Deliver you anything now.
I'm gonna beat you to a bloody pulp.
Over there.
Got it?
Fuck out of here.
What?
All right, let's look around then.
Nothing here. I'll check another area.
Time to leave.
Clear. I'm going to look in another place.
We're done here. Fucker's gone.
No. The guy who was in the other thing.
Someone take a look.
Damn it. Where's my backup?
Split up! Find them!
Oh, I'm gonna fucking lose it now.
This area is being recorded by the GBB.
This is a highly placed Albion informant, or as they're called in America, a narc. And if there's one thing I know about the people of London, it's that they always like to see a rat get his comeuppance. Good on you.
Yeah, thanks. Got the ride, now what?
I found a safe location where a friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
Turned out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that could be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Dev Hassani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turned a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities a secret. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? The first stuff that got stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped coming in. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use in cancer screening, cancer treatment. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technetium used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there were some efforts to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks that you saw on the street and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the trouble with the UK was we don't produce our own food. We never have. For 100 years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those wars went up, we started having significant material problems in the country. I mean, Britain always told itself it had this national myth, right, that it was because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. People during the war were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting the things that they could previously get legitimately and could now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we got to the situation we have now of this bit of war between criminals and...
I done what you said. We have the location of the drugs, too. We'll send the deets along. Your mate will be sorted, yeah?
I owe you guys big time.
Hey, our squad always needs new blood. You in?
You kidding? Oh, yeah.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer.
Welcome to DedSec, fam. We're getting smarter, faster, and madder every day.
Bang in. Hype to expose the bastards in charge, yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Are aggressive combat drones normal for you?
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed. Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
That stings!
Albion is recruiting. Sign up to protect your city today.
What an odd thing to do.
Albion is recruiting. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Area is secure. Over.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform.
can't believe Albion were just allowed to move in here. It's fucking criminal.
You forgot your uniform. Get out before they notice. Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Right, act like you're on the job.
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
So can you tell me more about how the retrofit...
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You seem to know scads about him, more than most.
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him. Pfft, he was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Didn't find out he was a murderous prick until later.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Fucking great.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
Oh, I know. Director Cass is a genius engineer, but everything he designs is weaponized.
I know, he's a little obsessed, but he's trying to keep people away before someone
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Sr.'s death.
Show me.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
Fuck me. Almost makes you pity him. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. He's a dickhead. Can't believe that's who's supposed to be secure in London.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
Like I'm being a hermit, I'm communicating when I'm on there. I'm taking in art and culture. It's not like I'm addicted to stand there and watching the job.
Well, maybe.
What is this rubbish?
How's it going? Seemed a bit tense.
How are you getting on with those metrics?
Like every day,
The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Whoever sent this should be arrested.
So can you tell me a little bit more about how the retrofits are going?
Everything is proceeding on time, and Mr. Cass
Their damn boots before coming in. Like I haven't got enough to do. Dealing with
they give you
construction.
cancer, right?
A couple of men didn't show up to work.
Everything is still shit around here. That's not going to change soon. I swear we're just going to drop dead one day.
How's it going? Seemed a bit tense.
How are you getting on with those metrics? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders
That is
right
totally uncalled for.
I know, but if I mess this up, then the whole project is delayed for I don't know how long.
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Titus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made, no more will be required of you.
Attention, a building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
Bagley, need an exit protocol.
The catacombs, fam. Nice tech, DedSec.
Reinforcements have arrived.
What's that?
Saw Nigel in action in there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
Sounds like he plans to launch Themis ASAP. From the way he was talking, I don't think it's the sort of genie that goes back in the bottle. Shit. Bollocks! I don't like this at all, man. What the fuck was that?
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.